Hey guys, AA here. Little update from Justice Jake's probable cause hearing on Monday. I was not called as a witness after waiting there with Donna in the hall for hours. I did see Jim as he went in to testify. Jim No Name, aka the one that's accusing us of everything. And when he came out, I saw the look on his face. He was sweating. He was uncomfortable. I could tell right away. I was like, you just got spanked in the stand, Jim, didn't you? He didn't say a word, of course not. And once Justice Jake came out, I found out that he has trial pending in September, jury selection and all that. I think the 13th. So we'll see how that goes. Judge Ryan claimed that he found probable cause to believe that the crime in question, aka Jacob interfering with my arrest, most likely had occurred, or, would believe that had occurred. Which is strange because during Jim testifying, number one, he claimed that he has never in his life stated a lie to anybody ever. So, which I find very, very hard to believe, especially being that he's a complete liar. I found multiple parts of his narrative from my arrest and my brother's that were lies. Also, they established that I was not under arrest at any point by anybody up until Larry Majerus, that sergeant, came and yanked me up from behind. Therefore, when Jacob and Jim were face to face after Jacob tried to enter the building with no cell phone, after everything with that other guy, that Jason man, the random citizen. So as long after me and Jim were next to each other is when Jacob came up and tried to enter the building, and Jim used his arm to block him and refused him entrance for no reason. They were trying to claim Jacob was acting wild and stuff. But anyway, so they established that I was not under arrest up until I was yanked up. Because right in that moment, he asked Jim, he says, did they disobey you? And then right as he's yanking me, Jim says yes. And then he tells me, you're under arrest. So they established that that's the point, which obviously that could be the only point. So I don't know how they tried to say that Jacob interfered with Jim arresting me, because Jim never attempted to arrest me. And they even stated that Jim wasn't the one trying to arrest me, that I was going to be under arrest when more manpower came, but was not actively under arrest. So therefore, how could Jacob know that he's knowingly interfering with an arrest that hasn't taken place yet? So I don't know about that one. Also, they established that that once I was actively under arrest after Majerus swooped me up and the other guy was handcuffing me with him. When they were mishandling me is what they were doing, and dropped my stuff. They're claiming that Jacob interfered still there, right? And it came out that Jim says, under testimony, asked many different times, it came out that Jim says Jacob was polite, did not interfere at all, didn't do anything at all to interfere with an arrest. So, based on all that, I have no idea how they established any probable cause. Still. So it's just crazy. So afterwards, we went next door to the clerk's office, which is located in the same complex. And Jacob put in some motions for the judge to recuse himself, because he's now going to have to be a witness in Jacob's trial, because according to Sheriff Templeton, or former Sheriff, I can't talk today, so I didn't want to go live, but according to the former sheriff, that Judge Ryan, our judge, and the chief judge, he's the same guy, had discussions about this unlawful cell phone policy before there was an actual judge's order. So we have that on video, so there's no denying it. I mean, it's actually on their own video, the Terra video. And so, since Judge Ryan obviously needs to be used as a witness in Jacob's trial, he, of course, can't be the judge in the trial, too. So we'll see how that goes. We have both requested for him to recuse himself before because he had, he was biased. Among other things, I think there's several other factors we're not even fully aware of at this point. But there's no way we could have a fair trial. Either of us, actually. So after he went to the clerk's office, we go over to the state's attorney's office in the other side of the complex where you're allowed to bring your phones, right? Only one door you're not allowed to bring them. It's a weird situation. So we go up there, and then they completely deny us service for about 7 minutes. And Jacob was getting mad because Jacob had to be at work by 4, and we got in there at like 3:07 or something like that, a little bit after 3. And so they're playing this game, and finally, and we're hollering, saying, hey, we have to turn in court documents, whatever. And they just are ignoring us. And finally, some lady is heard saying, why are you not helping them? And finally, somebody comes up to help, but they leave the shades drawn down and the brown paper on the little doorway area. And they just put their hand out just a little bit and was rude as heck. I will be posting the video of that. They were terrible, wouldn't identify. We have no idea who we handed Jacob's court papers to. That's also when they, I was trying to speak on behalf of myself as a victim of battery from one of their court, actually 2 of their court security officers, but the main focus was just one of them, Louis Bonce. And they finally let me know that they had sent a letter in the mail after 9 months. 9 months, when there is video footage of it, as well as a phone call between myself and Lieutenant Wilford, which I have, when it was going down, and I was literally in the bathroom calling him after that dude put his hands on me. And also, the report itself shows that Sheriff Templeton had them let me in because I was supposed to be in there. So, I don't know, but they screwed Justice Jake over. He really carried on. Jim, you guys should have seen him, though. He was whooped on that stand. That kind of makes me excited for our trial because I feel like, number one, I'm not taking a plea. I know Justice Jake isn't going to take a plea. Neither of us are guilty of anything. But we will see. We will see what's to come. All right, guys. Well, that's all I got for now. Bye.